Let me get some videos for you guys. For me mostly, but oh my gosh, we have one video that just, I don't know, I'll do more, but like we have one video that is already an hour. His last 1 hour video was bad, but like this, oh my gosh, he also has a 40-minute video on Iran. You know what? I'm not even gonna reload the page. Earning 1K a month passive. You know what? Even this is good. And it's gonna happen in like 2 hours anyway, so
Build a website you love.
I'm really happy with the content we have today. 1 hour good video by Asmongold. Because I don't like bad videos that are 1 hour. I think with the JD Vance video. Not even that bad, but
Can't look away.
oh my gosh, what's happening?
Make every detail yours. Bring out what's hot.
What is happening?
Remove what's not.
It usually just like goes away.
Instantly set a tone that speaks in your voice to your audience. Keep moving. Your site grows with you. Add solutions that meet you where you are and take you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just pause right now.
Smooth to make, easy to love.
Bro, I gotta shut down this computer. Should I do it now? Maybe I should even do it now. Well, let's see if I'm on screen. What's happening? Yeah, okay, I'm shutting down. Even Twitch isn't happen. Nothing in Twitch is.
The trend among Iranian women is now unstoppable. Bro.
Oh wait. Okay, wait. It's coming.
They put them on pack watch.
Okay, good.
Oh my god. Yep, there you go.
What?
So actually, like, yeah, rest in piss, bozo. They're tired of them. And the thing is, too, you know, all these women over in Iran, you see, they're not wearing anything over their fucking head. They're wearing whatever the hell they want. So I'm glad to see this, absolutely. And so Iran banned Starlink, but Elon did beam Starlink over Iran. They need to smuggle the terminals in. Yeah. Would you support airstrikes on Iranian leadership? I would really, really, really think that's a bad idea. I would use that as like a last resort because I worry that if America, like, if they do it, I'm going to think that it basically, I think it will turn out badly, but I would be like, you know, let's see what happens. I don't want them to do that. I think they should only do that if they're certain that the people either get massacred by the military or they won't be able to overrun the military, right? Because the military is just
I'm gold.
on its people.
What's gold
if
like?
If that happened, I would say, okay, yeah, maybe we could help them out, right? I think that's fair. But in general, no, I don't want to see that happen. And the reason why isn't because I disagree with, you know, the protesters. It's because I want Iranians to have ownership of this regime change. I want them to have ownership of this revolution. And I think that the moment that American bombs start dropping, the moment that American soldiers get involved, now it's no longer the Iranian revolution. It's the regime change that was basically facilitated
that was promised
by
to us 3,000 years ago.
Completely shut down the internet in Iran. So it is down to 0%. And so you have only a handful of people that are out there in Iran that are able to protest. The Iranian anti-regime protesters in Tehran have now arrived in a Pizuri street and are a few hundred meters away from the Central Command Staff and the IRGC. So it's the IRGC's headquarters to the Iranian capital city.
Okay.
So they're basically about to get to the main,
Liberal
main
ass
bases.
fucking woman.
If this happens in what's this year? If this happens fast enough, we in Israel could open up disaster migration hospitals we sent to Japan and Nepal. Go Iranians. Yeah, I know there's a lot of Israelis that want to see this happen too. And there it is. Dutchmen demanding asylum centers must be in the country. Oh, this is another
You know,
one too here.
Israel is usually aligned with the US, but here they even want it have the revolution more than the US. Because Israel is in trouble, the US will gain
I think that what they need to do
as less than Israel actually.
or whatever they want to do. If they want to just bring in the king again and say we want a king again, then I think that's totally up to them. I don't have a problem with what Iran wants to do. I do have a problem with telling them what to do. So yeah, and I'm talking to someone who's in Iran right now as part of the protest. They're confirming on the social media reports. Yeah, so Iran's need to handle their business with very minimum US aid is possible. I think it is possible. And I think the reason why is that you're seeing a lot of the population that's roaching out already too. Like even you've already had a few days ago, you had the police roaching out. The police now are abandoning their posts, they're abandoning, you know, their position, and now you're also having the military become fractured as well. So you're already having the breakdown of the power structure that effectively keeps the government in control, and it's happening because really, if you lose the military, you lose because the military is the deciding factor whether you're going to win or not. So the moment that the military steps down, the moment the military says enough is enough, we're not going to support, we're not going to be in favor of shooting our own people for protesting against the government, right? And wanting freedom, basically. Because you've got to keep in mind that Iran is a lot different than in America. In America, you can protest and you can express yourself.
He's calling us gays.
Pretty large degree.
That's pretty fun.
And on top of that, maybe besides like a thread or something like that, or probably doxing, other than that, you can say whatever you want to say in the United States. And also, you can have whatever political opinion you want. In Iran, I think this is something that Westerners really don't understand, is that
It is kind of funny though, how it is, like, I don't really care. Sure, that's pretty funny. I don't even care, I'm not even insulted. I get insulted way too easily, but this, I'm not even
all the time for basically no reason other than violating their imaginary religious laws. These people are just totally fucking oppressed. So they don't get a chance to, at the ballot box, vote on these issues. They don't vote on the Ayatollah. They don't vote on these laws. These laws are, like, they're basically pressed onto them and forced onto them by the government. And if you disagree with that, you're dead. And so keep that in mind whenever you're comparing this with the, American protesters, because the American protesters have every opportunity to vote. They have every opportunity to have their opinions heard. They have every opportunity to, gather and peacefully assemble.
Oh, nice. He wasn't in it.
Run for government themselves. But for whatever reason, they think that they're basically, this is what a real revolution, this is what a real protest looks like, and this is what actual oppression looks like. Is you have people getting shot in the streets by the government. And so is this the one that I have seen before? Yeah, look at this. Look at this.
I'm actually a terrible ass. Fucking
Holy.
a nasty ass.
See that? Russia's cooked? Well, why the fuck would they, like, coming from a vet, it's great to see this. Yeah. Iran, you literally put your life on the line. If they don't overthrow the IRGC, all these people will be executed. Yeah. Like, you have to keep this in mind, too, is that everybody who's in on this protest, they effectively have gone all in. Like, let's say you're gambling, right? They have gone all in with this protest. And that's why you see a lot of videos that are being released are pixelated, so that people aren't able to be identified. Look at this. Persia's gonna come back. I wonder if they're gonna rename it to Persia. That would
I
be
think
pretty crazy
they
if
would.
they did. I mean, like, I don't think that'll happen, but I feel like
Why
symbolic
not?
would mean a
I
lot.
think it will.
And the anti-regime protesters set fire to the radio station. Oh, probably for propaganda.
Actually, there is a good chance they won't.
You see, like, they have all the filters and everything on it. That's so the government can't retaliate against the people that are protesting. And even discussing it at all. And,
Oh, it's
Iranian
Javi
protesters
the
launched an
shot.
attack on a large column of Islamic
But it
regime
sounded like
forces
tourists.
beaten up, disarmed, and in a car for motorcycles set on fire.
Javicha.
True. Yeah.
That was a good shot. I'm surprised he got it.
Given by the Romans 2,000 years ago. It's not their name. Completely understandable. It should be their decision regardless. Just giving my take on it. Do you think the Crown Prince will try to slither into power? I think that he'll be a great intermediary, and if the people there want to vote and decide him to be their leader, I think that he should be their leader. And I think that he's definitely the best intermediary for Iran. Like, nobody else is a better intermediary. So, I mean, I don't know, like, you might not like the guy, you might not agree with what he's saying or whatever, but you can't deny that this person does have the highest approval in terms of a leadership position inside of Iran. So, that's what my perspective is, right?
That's annoying.
I know that, right? Yeah, exactly. And so, how another Democrat sanctuary city was? Yeah, exactly, right?
What is my teammate even doing? I know I accidentally hit it.
That's their main city. Holy shit. Please actually Iran English channel out? Iran International English out on X? Okay. Yeah, I know there's a lot of different places that you guys want me to look. I'm doing my best to find everything, but it's hard to do. And so the Iranian Islamic Security Forces opened fire with live ammunition against anti-regime protesters. Keep in mind, too, how many people aren't talking about this. They're talking about, like, the virtue of a woman trying to run over an officer with a car, or maybe not trying to, just doing it accidentally. And, incidentally, excuse me, they're discussing the virtue of that, but they're not talking about the virtue of these people overthrowing a tyrannical Islamist government. Where are the feminists? They're not there. And so that's it. This is a guy with his ass beat. Yep, there we go again. And what is this? Massive anti-regime protests? Oh, here's another one, too. Do you seriously think Iran will be better? Half the people will support the new government, and the Middle East will be a war-torn hellhole nonetheless? I mean, I think it'll be better than it is now. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's really bad now. It's extremely fucking bad. I don't think people understand how bad it actually is. Yeah, it's already, like, they're already, basically Iran.
It's 2-0. It's very possible to win this.
Should be one of the top 10 countries in the world in terms of GDP. Really, it's right next to a bunch of other extremely rich
This time it is
countries. I think they have oil,
trying
obviously.
that's trying not to work, because seriously we're 2-0.
There's no reason that Iran shouldn't be a rich country. I mean, there's a reason why Xerxes almost took over the fucking world, right? So Iran, Persia, used to be like a massive world power, and there's a reason for that. So the truth is that, yeah, I mean, things could always get worse, but it's like, you think about it like Dungeons and Dragons, for example, right? And, it's easy to say this when you're not gambling with your own life, but you just think about it logically. If you roll a 4, let's say, which I would say 4 out of 20 is how I would rate the Iranian government. It seems like maybe, I'd say probably even more like a 2 or a 3. I guess it could be like North Korea, but it's still really bad. Do you re-roll the dice or not? I'd say you re-roll the dice, don't you?
I think, like, North Korea is exaggerating, but they're both, like, basically 1 out of 20.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, right?
Or, like,
I understand
very low out of
this kind of stuff is, it's like using metaphors like that can seem like you're trivializing it, but I'm just trying to use an example that people can understand. That's all. I'm not trying to trivialize it. I'm just trying to make it understandable for people that might not be as familiar with what this is. So yeah, reset the game, time to mulligan, exactly. And then they're also, the thing is also Iran is the #1 sponsor for terrorism. They are the ones that are destabilizing the entire region. I would say
What?
that
How did I
Iran,
not
to be
swear
fair,
that?
also Israel, but primarily
What?
Iran is the primary destabilizing force.
Israel
in all of the
isn't
Middle East.
destabilizing.
If you get rid of Iranians' leadership,
Israel is not. I don't know why he
he
said that.
ripple effects of that.
He's so dumb about Israel. I don't get it.
Live ammo being used. Is this from one of our viewers? Yes. So this video right here got sent to my mods. This is from one of my viewers that's in Iran right now. Iran, Houthis, and Hamas are fucked. Yeah. Like, I mean, Yemen is terrorized by the Houthis. I think it's Lebanon for Hezbollah, and Hamas is getting people killed in Palestine too. Think about how many millions of lives are going to be lost once these psychos are done. I'm so.
Why isn't he calling it Gaza?
Anti-Iranian regime protesters are taking control of the central parts of the town tonight. The lion and the sun flag is flying high, and people are chanting, "Long live the Shah." Holy shit. Man. Saudis are encouraging fighting Yemen as well.
Israel is a stabilizing force in the Middle East. I don't even know. It's like literally the opposite of Iran.
Islamic country in the world? Islamist country in the world? I think that they're the most military influential. But that's because they try to be. I think that maybe a country like Saudi Arabia could be, but it doesn't try to do that. He's tying it up. Turkey? I always forget about Turkey. I wouldn't really say, I mean,
I can't believe, like,
I don't know.
this guy finds himself agreeing with the side of, like, all the conspiracy theorists. He needs to see that, like, sure, even with the retarded take of, like, oh, Israel is bad, like, you should know that the people who you want, they're all, like, conspiracy theorists.
You're the guy.
I'm not saying they have to be, I'm saying the top ones in
Yeah,
his,
absolute aura. Yeah, bro, look at that. Hero aura, absolutely. I love to see this. This is awesome. This is amazing. It's a historic moment. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. This guy's going to be immortalized by a history book? Well, he could probably be immortalized by at least an Asmongold TV YouTube video, okay? So, yeah, you got even more of this here in Palm. This is around 7th largest city. Thousands of brave Iranian women have joined the protests. And you see also, like, there's another thing, too, is that women in Iran are uniquely oppressed. Because they have to wear things over their head and everything like that. Somebody was killed, this was a few years ago, for not wearing their head covering. So women, and this is something that I always found to be so weird, is that Western feminists seem to have this massive blind spot for the Islamic control over women. I really don't like this because, again, you can say that, well, that's their culture, they're going to have their own thing, they're going to do their own thing. But, like, whenever you see the women that are in this country that are, like, saying, we don't want to be killed and depressed and, you know, like, tortured by this, I mean, you should be behind them as a Western feminist, right? You absolutely should be. I mean, if Trump said he was going to do this, you'd be losing your fucking mind, right? So I think that it's purely, you know, white people bad, basically. I think that's the reason why they don't go after this. Which is very annoying to see, considering that something like feminism is, it's unironically something that Iran needs. Well, I mean, apparently it's something that it has. So, yeah. Me and all the Iranians who've been outside of Iran, and the ones that are in Iran, especially being close to the protests, I wish more people would talk about this. It's so embarrassing that I'm one of the only people who's talking about this. And I know that I don't really do a great job explaining everything. I'm not a fucking expert in this. But at least I try to play the clips and talk about them and spread awareness. There's a lot of people that are just pretending like this doesn't exist.
But I like how he doesn't say he's an expert, because if he was, I think he'd be on Israel's side, to be
And
honest.
I think that there is this massive, tremendous, overwhelming blind spot that Western commentary people have for any sort of any of these Islamic Muslim countries, and just Middle Eastern countries in general. It's not exclusive to Islam, where they just don't talk about them at all, and I find it to be very problematic. It's bad. Iranians are also going back to Iran to protect their families? Yeah, of course.
I think something might happen in Israel. Like, maybe protests, like, a bit crazier than normal. I don't know. Israel's definitely not a dictatorship, but you can make the case that it's not a democracy.
That's the reason why it's not being covered in Europe a lot, because really,
there are votes still, which is the primary thing for a democracy. But most of the things aren't functioning like that.
So they should be talking about it all the time.
Or no, most of the things are democracy, but there are some elements that aren't a democracy in Israel.
Because they don't want to be seen as people that
Oh, damn.
denigrating or
How was that fast?
speaking negatively against Islamism, because they try to create the narrative that the people that are coming over from a lot of
I felt like I pinched that somehow.
assimilable, are totally assimilating into European culture. So if you're showing that even in Iran people don't want to put up with this bullshit anymore, then how are you going to convince the European people that they should put up with this shit if Iran doesn't even want to put up with it? Do you see what I'm saying? So it's all about creating and protecting a narrative, and making sure that narrative is never challenged by any sort of inconvenient reality, like the fact that Iran is going through a 47-year, in the making revolution. So people understand that you can overthrow corrupt governments. I don't think that's the reason either. I don't. I think that it's purely an identity-based reason, personally. So let me go back. I'll look at this. And Trump did talk about it a little bit here. Huge crowds arriving in Tehran. This is obviously their main city. Look at this.
Nice pinch.
That's a lot of fucking people. Probably due to money. I don't know if it is or not. Does this count as a world war? No. There's not really a war going on. It's just an internal civil war. It's inside of Iran. I don't see anybody really influencing this or doing anything else. BBC are showing live footage right now? Sure, but how much are they covering it? I'm not saying they haven't covered it at all, but I'm saying that overwhelmingly I don't think that they've covered it that much. So let's see if I can find a few more of these. Oh, there's another one. Holy shit, look at everybody. Oh my god. According to Turkish media, 38 have been killed. There's no way it's only 38 people. There's no way. Iran has like, what, 70, 80 million people in it? Like, there's no way it was only 80 or 38 people.
Damn, 70, 80 million is a significant population.
I wouldn't even believe
It's even a lot for a country that size.
90? 86, yeah, I thought it was like, what is it, like 70 or 80 million? That's what I thought, yeah, something like that. I mean, it's around there. It's 38 today. Okay, that's more believable. Yeah, I mean, these people are fucking psychos. This is like, everything that a deranged weirdo on Twitter thinks that American government is what the Iranian government actually is. That's the difference. Yeah, average day in Detroit. Folks also attack a hospital in one of the small cities. People pushing narrative that this is Mossad or CIA is doing. I think that it's undeniable that Iran having a revolution is in the best interest of Israel, and it's also in the best interest
I actually think it is.
This
That Mossad is
undeniable. Now, does it become a bad thing because it coincides with being in the best interest of Israel? I think that's it's just stupid thinking, right? I mean, there are things that Israel wants that other think that would be good, and there's other things that Israel wants that are bad. I think the reality is that
Israel, most of what Israel wants is good, though.
why can't you admit that Israel literally single-handedly removing terror organizations one by one in the world is making it a better place? Like, you can't see it, you're surrounded by hate, Lebanon, Syria, Yemen, and Iran? When have I ever said that? I supported Israel killing terrorists. When did I ever not support that? Like, I don't know what are you even talking about. Like, go back and look at the videos. Like, just because my main gripe and my main problem that I have with Israel is entirely surrounded inside of the United States. It's all about the United States. Like, what Israel is doing in the Middle East, I mean, like, it's great. It's very, very great. Some parts of it are not great, right? Like bombing hospitals with kids, killing kids.
That's not true. So that's, I guess it's kind of true, but there were terrorists in there.
I'm not trying to make a distinction. I don't think you can make a categorical distinction on everything Israel's done. But what I can say is in the United States, I don't want to see Israel being a policy decider in the United States. I think that's totally fair for me as an American to say.
Yeah, I know, but he says Israel is a destabilizing force in the Middle East. It makes no sense.
They're burning down regime buildings? Wow. Holy. This is a new one. I haven't seen this at all. Con Hamas with their missiles and hospitals and schools, so Israel supported them to let themselves get bombed. I get it, I understand. Listen, I know all the arguments, I've read it many times, I know what you're saying, but at the same time, I think Israel will do a better job. I think they're
No, I don't. I don't think they could do a better job. They're doing as good of a job as they can.
Netanyahu is a warmonger? Like, this is the Israeli people. This isn't my opinion. This is, like, their opinion over there of him.
It's more than 50%, but like a lot of people vote Benjamin Netanyahu. Like 37.
Who gives a shit? My point is that just because something aligns with the best interests of the government of Israel or the government of the United States or both, like in Iran's case, that doesn't make it a bad thing. That doesn't make it a bad thing categorically. It does mean that you should approach it with trepidation, though, which is justified and fair.
But I still find it crazy how he thinks Israel is a destabilizing force in the Middle East. It makes no sense.
Divided like the United States? Yeah, I get it. I mean, I don't really know. And let's just be friends here, Israeli here. I want to be friends. I just don't want you guys to be. Look, I just don't want to get bribed, okay? So yeah, they're burning down the entire fucking buildings. Holy fuck, man. Like, I do really think, like, at this point, what do you guys think that they're cooked? I mean, I feel like it's so obvious they're cooked. It's over. It's so over. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, it's not it, but when. I think so too. No, the building's the building's cooked. You're right, yeah, it's getting totally fucking
David.
And so, there it is. And so, yeah, I'm just reading some of these here, too. And, let's see if I'm gonna see if I can pull some of these up. I've got friends of mine that are sending me, images and links as well. Some people that have family in Iran and, you know, they're trying to link it and show it to me. So here's another one here. A large number of protesters took part this evening in the city of Mashhad, of northeastern Iran. Need the military, though? They're gaining the support of the military. They are. They're massively gaining it. Is an S-Man Iranian? He is.
I kind of want to see the betting markets on Iran collapse. And I'm kind of annoyed, but like JD Vance chances went down a bit.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends from Iran. Like Train, Jay,
even though it doesn't mean anything. Maybe the chances in reality didn't go down or up. just what people are betting
Are they
the
taking down
channel.
the flag? Yeah, that's what it's got to be. The guy's up there.
And I hope that
Military is one normal
his chances are just decreasing because Marco Rubio's are increasing or
and so,
something like
really,
that.
those are the real bad guys. If they can overcome the IRGC, it's over. I mean, like, that's the only real inhibitor to everything not being immediately on fire. The difference is that this time the people are united more than ever. It seems that way. Do you think Prince will become the leader of this motherfucker? I think that immediately afterwards, the Shah will probably come back. Reza Pahlavi. Well, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, by the way, but like he will probably come back and be like an interim leader, and then they'll probably transition to whatever they transition to after that. Like, I don't know the history of Persia and Iran very well. So they might have a historical leadership system that they would prefer for a cultural reason, and so I can't really know that. But I think that's the start point that I think that they're going to have. Marco Rubio? No. They're taking down the cameras the government's surveilling. Oh, that's the camera.
I don't know if Israel is necessarily liberal.
Oh my god.
I do think it's a Western area. It goes by Western rules, yeah.
And so, yeah, there's even more of this that's going on. Let me see if I can find any more.
Liberal is on the left wing, I think. Actually, I don't know, but if liberal is just a way of government as well, then I think it kind of is liberal.
And I have let them know that if they, as you know, probably better than anybody, they're doing very poorly. And I have let them know that if they start killing people, which they tend to do during the riots,
that's what they do.
If they do it, we're going to hit them very hard.
I don't know why he's not laughing. And I heard no one laugh at that. It's so fun.
Let them know that if they
Which they can.
start killing people, which they tend to do during the riots, they have.
Yeah, I mean, again, I hope that we don't do this unless we absolutely have to. Like, I would support doing it if it saves, like, thousands or maybe tens of thousands of Iranian lives from, like, their oppressive military. I would maybe support it, but
My dog's a
really do not want to do it. I really do not want to do it. I think it's such a risky move, and like the problems that it could create would be like this could create a problem in like 18 years. You see what I'm saying? It's like such a huge.
That was a very good shot as well. I don't usually make shots about it. But yeah, great pass. Without it, I couldn't even see it.
Islamist people that are going to say that the only reason why this revolution happened is because of Israel, it's because of America, and they're going to be loyal to that same regime, and they're not going to just totally go away. They're not. But like, it's really about how many of them there are and how much power they have. But they take the threat seriously. Hopefully they will, right? It's not my problem. Our allies are the Saudis are closer. Yeah, but think about it like this. Yeah, Saudi Arabia is our ally, absolutely way more than Iran. But that doesn't. Number one,
I don't know. Israel isn't an ally of Saudi Arabia, by the way, which seems like it's gonna change. Probably. Actually, I don't know.
Of Iranian terrorism. Think about how many millions and billions of dollars we have to spend every year dealing with, you know, all the terrorist groups they fund, all the different like ships that those people are taking over, right? The number two. I say two? What do you mean? And sometimes I'm talking, right? Sometimes I'm just talking and I just say things. Sorry about that. I don't know. And so, yeah, I'll be annoying. Maybe I didn't say two twice. Well, anyway, we can have two different allies in the Middle East. It's not like you only need one. Iranian anti-regime protesters launched a major push against the Islamic regime's security forces. This looks like Fallout or something. Holy shit. Yeah, no wonder they're protesting. When did this car come out?
Yeah, bro, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they probably want a new car. I'd be pissed.
I'd be
What the hell is
pissed.
this? Looks like
Pizza.
Minnesota. Yeah, probably will, right? And,
Cuba
let's see
is
if
the
there's any
same
more of
thing,
these
but
huge
the
crowds
cars
of
look
anti-abortion
cool,
protesters
so
on
at
the
least
street.
that.
Holy fuck! I think I already saw these before. There's a Jesus. Governor headquarters are stormed. Security force cars and motorcycles set on fire. Riot police sent fleet and barricades built in city after city. This is no doubt the most intense night so far. Holy fucking shit! This is insane. Let me see if there's a live broadcast. They're killing us. Yeah, that's what I hear. And showing no mercy. Yeah, these are some of the videos right here. Just look at this one. You're all delusional. Trump got oil from Venezuela. That's why he helped him. He'll get nothing from helping people in Iran. Trump is going to get nothing from helping Iran. What about the ability to destabilize a key ally in his opponents?
A key ally in his
More than
opponents?
2,100 people have been
What
arrested.
did he say?
When Indian chatter, yeah. Demonstrations over economic conditions broke out in Kurdish regions of Iran. Despite authorities using violence to try to disperse the protests. That's a lot of people. Before announced general strike, before this isn't right. This is the fucking...
You bitch! My dog's a bitch. You thief!
The shops. Protesters took to the streets, and the shopkeepers shutting down stores, demonstrating chanting against government corruption.
Damn, one more game.
It's not even corruption,
But I need a
it's
winner.
bullshit. It's not even one thing, it's like everything. To be honest, they executed over 1,600 people last year. I'm gonna be honest, I would have assumed it's more. And you can see also, look at this right here. This is the difference between an American protest and an Iranian protest. A real protest versus a retard protest. Watch this. Molotov cocktails. Is he throwing these at the cars of these civilized people that are just trying to live their lives and go about their day? No, he's throwing it over that towards the things that represent the regime that's been oppressing him for his entire life. You see that?
I hope that the Americans don't get any ideas from him, though. Because we're not in a position to protest this way, because we don't need
Very
to.
true. Instagram social media report to show the new, what's this here? The new cities joined the protests that erupted more than a week ago. Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing this a lot. This is like basically all these places here are shops. And they're all shutting down. I think they're shutting down. Realistically, that shopkeepers are shutting down for multiple reasons. It's like, it probably costs them money to keep the shop open, and because of the economic reasons, they're not able to make any money because nobody has the money to afford anything, number one. Number two, because obviously there's so much civil unrest, the shop could be
Second
damaged.
means
And
Noah.
number three, it's
Noah
a
means
protest in
second.
solidarity with the people, right? So it's like, it's basically every
Second means
incentive points in
second.
that direction.
Second.
Those who are truly impressed know they listen to them as fight, unlike fake American protesters who just want chaos and things to go their way. Yeah, they lose the election and then they set things on fire.
What? How did he not save that? I wanna see the replay.
Wow. Treasury cities considered loyal to Ayatollah. Yeah, Ayatollah Khomeini. Yeah, exactly. People gonna try to
Oh, I
reach out on
see.
him so fast.
Close though.
Openly targeting him. That's insane.
It is. It did go
That's
pretty
as
fast,
experts
actually.
warn. What's this? Government's heavy-handed response could deepen public fury. Well, it could also encourage other nations to get involved. Because there's a lot of people who are tired of being terrorized by Iranian proxy terrorist groups. They're sick of it. They're sick of it. They've been dealing with it for fucking decades. And finally, after all this time, there's like, okay, oh, you guys are on the ropes. Ah, jeez, what if we just...
He's always just in the front lines.
Israel, yeah, Israel. I think a lot of people are. I bet everybody in the region is fucking tired of it.
Wait, what
Countries
did
that are in
he?
the USA would do something
Actually,
like
I
this.
don't really care.
Um,
I do kind of care, but I'm not gonna
I think
rewind it.
Israel and the U.S. are going to be the two main countries that would do anything to interfere with Iran.
Oh, okay. That's what. I hope that's
I
what
don't
he
believe.
does.
I could see the other countries passively greenlighting it or allowing it to happen, like doing it indirectly. But I don't really see any other country doing it directly. Russia's their ally. Russia's not going to do anything. Yeah, and you gotta remember, like, yeah, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, a key ally of Tehran. Too bad about that one, huh? Vowed not to yield to the enemy. Iran's supreme. Yeah, the AI videos you making about blowing up Israel, not going too well, huh? And the way October 7th might be a great thing for Israel. There's a lot of times where tragedies end up being a spark for a larger thing to happen that's positive. It's very common that happens. I think in a lot of cases, like I think on a personal level, it happens for a lot of people, right? How many of you guys have had something bad happen in your life, and it led to you doing something that made your life better? I think it's very common.
I was really close to doing it. I think it depended on the angle of the people.
Holy shit, look at all these people. Ooh. That's a lot of fucking people, isn't it? That's a lot of fucking people. And so let's go back and look at a few more of these at Flashpoint. Yeah, it is. I don't know if there's any live
from
Palestine. How about features
in Palestine.
And okay, it looks like
is
I'm not really able to find any of them right this second. So look at some of the other videos about it too. And there's this, but there's almost nobody watching this, so it's probably.
I don't agree that it's really sure, it can be a territory, but like it's weird that people are like.
It's no internet, so no Wi-Fi. Some of them might have access in other ways. So yeah, and across Iran right now, landlines are down, mobile phone signals are down, electricity is out, the internet is down, nobody can call each other, let alone an ambulance if there's an emergency. Reports of endless regime gunfire. Iran is now a prison of 90 million hostages. Fuck, man. Jesus, that's brutal. Oh my god, okay, well, you know, we'll have to see what happens. And let's look at the other ones here. Imagine humanity working together for infinite energy, finding robots to do our jobs. Everybody sees home watching Twitch. Yeah, that's the reason why I want UBI, so I'll get more viewers. And President Trump, if you're serious about coming to rescue Al Malodi, you need to act right now. The internet's down. If you were in power last time, the Islamic regime did this in 2019. You know fully well what happened next. Yeah, he killed a bunch of people.
I dribbled it. I might have even scored it. Actually, no. No, I needed to go down and score, and probably I won even.
Oh wow.
He's stealing all the goals though. Maybe even I did better than him because I'm giving him all the assists. He's getting like 3 goals. That actually might not be 3 exact, but he's getting goals.
I mean, the majority of people probably are going to be totally fine, right? But like, you know, it's kind of like what I said before with like, you know, the IRS, and like, you know, that guy flew a plane into the IRS building. I immediately called my dad, and it's like you're not able to call your parent whenever that happens. It's scary, and so yeah. Do you think Russia and China will intervene if retaliate if we intervene? I don't think they will. I think Russia definitely won't. They're way too overextended. They just got 2 of their tankers nabbed. They just had Nicolas Maduro nabbed. They can't beat smaller Russia. I mean, it's not going to do anything. Yeah, they lost Syria. Yeah, they're done. China's not going to do anything. Why would China do anything? China's the most likely to do something, but I think that. And this is another thing, right? China gets a lot of their oil from Iran, from Iran, right? That's my understanding. And that was the reason why people thought it was unlikely that they were going to close the Strait of Hormuz, because you know, they were getting a lot of trade from China. That's true, isn't it? North Korea also? Well, that's my understanding, right? And so for cheap, yeah, definitely. So I think that because Trump was already willing to trade oil from Venezuela to China, I think that it lowers the probability that China will try to go out and attack Iran because, I mean, it's probably going to be the same thing. Like, because the Iranian people are going to need to make money, and China is able to pay for oil. So why would we shut that down completely? Because all that would do is just hurt the government. It would hurt the people there. Calling UA smaller Russia, Russia's Ukraine. Not, please kind of stop calling Ukraine smaller Russia. We don't lower ourselves to their level. I'm sorry. I think it's funny in a way, but like I know you guys are different. I'm fully aware of that. Yeah. I know a few people in Russia. I know a lot more people in Ukraine, to be honest. I think that a lot of them probably feel that way. It's a joke. Yeah. Are they not? They're not. I mean, they're culturally similar, but they're not the same. It's the same as anything, right? I think that.
Nice. It's not the same as anything. I'm so mad that he said that, bro.
So what is this? This
You know what? I would have fun playing more, but I'm on the edge. Let me end stream.
Damn, they got this shit opened up.